Hey, I'm Scott, and I'm an American in Bangkok. Yes, I'm here. I'm in Bangkok. Getting ready for surgery on my hip. Yeehaw. I'm so thrilled. Can't you see the joy in my face? Where's my glasses? I'm going to read this straight away here. And it comes from a young guy, if that's any excuse. He says, "Dear Scott, I watch your videos for quite a while now, and I'm loving them for the mixture of entertainment and information. I am a student from Germany. I am 22 years old, and I would like to hear your opinion about, who would have guessed it, women. Of course, I know you get maybe very annoyed by guys like me. Well, not if you pay a consultation fee, I don't. But okay, you got lucky. Here, I'm making a video for you. Therefore, I will make my question very short." Yeah, okay, it's 2 frickin' pages. That's not short. Short is a paragraph. So I'm already annoyed. You were right. You annoyed me. Half a year ago, I was in Thailand, and I had an affair with a bar girl. I had a really nice time. She do everything to make me love her more, like I guess most of them do, and not do anything incorrect. Everything was okay. I had my fun, and she got lots of money. Okay, as long as that was acceptable, great. That's how it should be. You know, you help her, she helps you. I found out she has a Swedish boyfriend. And then she told me everything. What he does. What she talks about with him and his family. For what reason soever. This girl has a child, and like most of them, she comes from Isan. I'm not going to say where she's from. So her family is also not the richest. She is nearly my age and looks quite good. So, yeah, that is a problem with the girls, you know. They tend to, even if they pop out a kid, they're like 20 or 22, and they still look really good. And it makes it difficult on guys who go to the bars. I mean, I admit that. I'm not going to say that, you know, listen, they do look good, some of them, definitely. Thai women tend to keep their bodies, those who watch it a little bit. Let's see here. Okay. So the moral problem I have, or maybe should have, not have, is that I feel so sorry for her Swedish boyfriend. He is a young man like me and lives at his parents' house, has a nice, caring family, nearly the same family situation like mine, with brothers and sisters, and is so in love, that's how he wrote it, with this girl. He gives her money every month. He met her some years ago when she worked for a phone company and seemed to be a very decent and good girl. What he does not know is that before she did that, she worked in a bar, and before that, she was a semi-professional. After he met her and stayed with him, this girl worked in the bar again. So, in fact, he knows nothing about this. The girl stayed 1 year with him in Sweden and played happy family. First, his parents were very skeptical because he was so crazy in love with her after his little holiday affair. But after some time, they all adopted her like a family member. I gotta say, you know, I don't know, because that's not how it is with my family. I mean, you know, like, even if I was madly in love with a woman, to me, I'm a very private person when it comes to my relationship and how we deal with each other. And personally, I couldn't see letting it be known to my family, oh, I'm so crazy in love with her, and especially in this kind of a situation, I just couldn't. That's me, and I understand everybody's different, so, you know, whatever. I'm just making a comment. Let's see here. They all think that she's a good girl for him now, and just because he met her at a normal job. But she's living two lives and is the best example why these girls can appear like a little psychopath to a Western man. This girl will destroy this guy, break his heart, and will let his family, or make his family, I think is what he's trying to say, look like fucking idiots. I do not want to talk about the financial damage she will cause. Soon she will go to Sweden again, and this guy has already paid her ticket to come over. But she still contacts me and writes me, I want you. You can visit me when I go to Thailand. Maybe you can come to Sweden. I miss you, and so on. I think she does because I am the bigger fish. My family is not the poorest. And when I was with her in Thailand, I spent a lot of money. Really, a lot. So long story short, well, before I go on, why did you spend so much money on? I mean, you know, I don't know, maybe you stayed in a 5-star hotel, but I'm getting the impression that you spent this money on her. So why did you do that? Because first of all, you may be thinking that this guy's a dumbass, but to me, you're the dumbass because, I mean, you know, granted, you might have quite a bit of money and it might not be anything to you to blow a bunch of cash on her, but, I mean, you know, it's like a girl says to you, yeah, I want 2,000 baht for tonight. So give her the 2,000 baht, give her a little tip. You don't have to give her 10,000. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Anyway, so long story short, a bitch destroys young man's heart, bank account, trust of his family, and recognition of his friends, in fact, his reputation. My question now, finally, should I do something about it? I mean, send a dirty little picture she sent me or a screenshot about something sweet she writes me to him, talk with him, or are there maybe other less hurtful situations? It would be so easy for me to wake him up, but I really would fuck the girl up with that. Or should I just forget it and accept it as the Thai way of life? It's hard for me because both of them, the bar girl and the unknowing, unaware Swedish guy, are definitely no strangers to me anymore, and no matter what I do, it will have a big impact on both their lives. Thank you for your time. I would not be disappointed if you do not answer me back, but I would appreciate a lot. Best greetings from Germany, and thanks. Sorry for my bad English. Now, let me just go back a little ways. My question is, should I do something about it? Fuck no! What are you, out of your fucking mind? What gives you the right to stick your nose in their relationship or to fuck it up? I mean, what is the purpose of that? You know, I mean, maybe, did you ever think that maybe if you just take your beak out of her business, that she may end up just staying with the guy because he's all she's got? Or maybe she'll play her cards out, she'll show everything, and the next thing you know, he'll be like, hey, this is fucked up, I gotta get out of this. Maybe he'll figure it out for himself. Maybe he won't. But why don't you just worry about yourself? You're 22 years old. All I got to do is say this. Worry about yourself. Because when you start sticking your nose in other people's relationships, that's when you run the risk of something happening to you. You run the risk of some guy coming after you, shooting you, beating your ass, whatever it might be. Okay? You run the risk of having problems. Now, granted, the chance of that happening is probably pretty slim, but why would you want to even get involved in it? All you're doing is banging this chick. It doesn't seem to me like you love this girl, and she may very well like you, or she may like you just for the money. So what? I mean, what is the point? I don't get this. What is your point to prolong your own relationship with her, and also to make things worse for her or him? I don't understand it. So to me, this is a pretty idiotic question. And you can pay me now, bitch, because, no offense, but, like, this is a bitch move, okay? It's like you're going to hate on him and her, or her, however you want to put it, you're going to cause problems for them just because you don't want to hurt him. Okay, well, you hurt her. Let her play her game. If he's not smart enough to figure it out, that's his problem. Okay? You worry about yourself. That's all you got to do. Worry about yourself. I mean, you know, I don't know what else to say, but the simple fact that you wrote me this long-ass letter and wasted my fucking time, even though you gave me a little bit of entertainment, and hopefully everybody else a little bit of entertainment, the simple fact that you wrote this fucking 2-page letter, excuse my French, and that you're actually contemplating doing something to fuck with either one of them. I mean, if you're just doing it for fun, okay, I understand it. You want to fuck with it. But, you know, it's malicious. Like, I don't think you should purposely hurt someone. I don't see the point in that, okay? And I'll tell you from experience that there have been many times when I've been in the middle of something, and the phone rang. Sometimes we stopped the something, and sometimes we didn't. But if we did happen to stop, it was always, yes, honey, I love you so much. Oh, yes, I love you. Oh, really? You must really love him a lot. I mean, you know, really. And then usually when the phone was hung up, there would be some kind of paragraph that she would run off from her head like, I only love his money too much. He is stupid man. Good man, but stupid. Or something like that. So, I never worried about it. That was my own way of dealing with it. Now, you can deal with it however you want. But I would say, in this situation, there's absolutely no reason to do anything more than just to say, whatever, you know. And if you come back to Thailand and she's around and you really want to bang her, which I don't understand why, because there's plenty of fish in the sea, then, you know, you have your fun. But you don't got to ruin something for her and then break his heart by telling, I mean, what gives you the right to go and ruin this guy's relationship with her? I mean, you know, let her do that, or let him find out himself. You don't need to get in the middle of it. All right, I've made my peace. I've said my piece. I've made my bones, or whatever you want to say. Okay, so that's all I got for right now. I rambled about probably, let's see, this video is about 20 minutes. I probably rambled about 22 minutes more than I wanted to. But until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di lat jerk and mai.